What if I told you that millions of years before humans ever set foot in Europe, a massive primate walked those lands? One that moved more like our ancient ancestors than any monkey alive today. This creature defied everything scientists thought they knew about prehistoric primates. Picture this. Between 5.3 and 2 million years ago, as Europe looked nothing like the continent we know now, a beast roamed from Spain all the way to China. This was Paradolichopithecus, a terrestrial monkey the size of a large male baboon, but here's where it gets wild. Its skeleton wasn't like modern monkeys at all. When paleontologists first studied its bones, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The postcranial skeleton, everything below the skull, looked more similar to Australopithecus than to any living baboon. Yeah, you heard that right. This monkey moved like an early human ancestor. Before we continue, subscribe to my channel for more mind-blowing facts on the wonders of the ancient world. Let me take you back to the Pliocene, a time when saber-toothed cats prowled the grasslands and giant hyenas hunted in packs. The climate was shifting brutally, oscillating between warm periods and cooler phases that would eventually lead to the Ice Ages. In this savage world, Paradolichopithecus thrived. For over 3 million years, this primate walked the earth, while our own lineage was just beginning to take shape in Africa. Think about that for a second. This monkey existed in Europe for millions of years before the first members of the human family even arrived on the continent. It witnessed climate swings that would have wiped out less adaptable creatures, yet it survived, dispersed, and conquered territories spanning 2 continents. The anatomy of this creature tells an incredible story of convergent evolution. Its limb bones weren't built for swinging through trees or climbing. They were designed for walking efficiently and powerfully across open ground. The ankle bone, scientifically called the talus, resembled that of fully terrestrial primates. A crucial specimen from the Vadara site in Greece gave scientists the breakthrough they needed. This single ankle bone clarified everything about how Paradolichopithecus moved. It walked on 2 legs far more than it climbed. The structure of its hip joint indicated powerful hind limbs capable of propelling this heavy body across vast distances. Even more fascinating, its forelimbs and hindlimbs were nearly equal in length, completely unlike the proportions you see in tree-dwelling monkeys. Modern arboreal monkeys have longer arms for grasping branches. Paradolichopithecus had balanced limbs built for terrestrial locomotion. The bone density in its limbs adapted specifically for life on the ground. Its shoulder joint wasn't built for suspensory locomotion in trees. The whole skeleton showed adaptations for stability rather than the flexibility that tree dwellers need. Scientists often describe it as baboon-like, though it wasn't a true baboon at all. It belonged to the subfamily Cercopithecinae, which includes modern macaques and baboons, but Paradolichopithecus represented something different, an evolutionary experiment that pushed the boundaries of what a monkey could become. The morphology of its femur stands distinct from all other known fossil and living monkeys. This wasn't just another prehistoric primate. This was nature trying something radical. Now here's where the story gets even more insane. Fossils of this creature have been discovered from Spain all the way to China. The Chinese species Paradolichopithecus gansuensis proves this monkey had incredible dispersal abilities. How does a large terrestrial primate spread across 2 continents in a time before modern migration corridors existed? It adapted. The fossil record shows it lived in various environments, from open woodlands to savanna-like landscapes. A specimen from Serbia represents the first record of a monkey from the late Pliocene of that country, highlighting the Balkans as a crossroads for prehistoric fauna. Greece provided multiple crucial fossils, including that game-changing ankle bone and a 2-million-year-old specimen from northern Greece that solidified its taxonomic classification. The species Paradolichopithecus arvernensis became one of the best known from European sites, giving scientists a detailed picture of what this animal looked like and how it lived. But let's talk about what it means to be this size, this terrestrial, and this widespread during one of the most dangerous periods in prehistoric Europe. Paradolichopithecus shared its world with nightmare predators. Early elephants, giraffes, and antelopes grazed alongside it in some regions, but the hunters were always watching. Saber-toothed cats with blade-like canines, giant hyenas with bone-crushing jaws. In this brutal world, survival meant being tough, adaptable, and aware. The robust build of Paradolichopithecus served as defense against these formidable predators. Strong fingers helped it forage efficiently on the ground, digging for roots, tubers, and tough vegetation. Its teeth suggest a diet that could handle a variety of hard foods, and studies of teeth microwear could reveal even more precise details about what it ate daily. The relatively short face compared to many other fossil monkeys gave it a unique appearance, and its nasal anatomy suggests closer relationships to certain Asian monkeys than to African ones. Scientists now widely consider Paradolichopithecus synonymous with another genus, Prochynocephalus. Detailed comparisons of dental and cranial features confirmed this synonymy, meaning what researchers once thought were two different animals were actually the same remarkable creature under different names. This consolidation of understanding came from decades of painstaking fossil analysis, comparing specimens from sites across Europe and Asia, piecing together the puzzle of primate evolution outside Africa. Because that's what makes Paradolichopithecus so important to science. It helps paleontologists understand how primates evolved and adapted in regions beyond the African cradle of human evolution. This monkey challenged previous notions that only apes occupied terrestrial niches in the prehistoric past. It demonstrated that monkeys, too, could evolve powerful terrestrial adaptations, moving in ways similar to early hominins. The postcranial anatomy, everything about how this creature moved, suggests it walked with a gait more similar to Australopithecus than to any living primate. Let that sink in. While our ancestors in Africa were just beginning their journey toward upright walking and tool use, a completely different lineage of primates in Europe had already figured out efficient terrestrial locomotion. Not through the same evolutionary pathway, but through convergent evolution. Two different animals, facing similar environmental pressures, developed similar solutions. Both needed to cover ground efficiently in increasingly open landscapes. Both developed stronger hind limbs and skeletal adaptations for walking. But while one lineage would eventually lead to us, the other would vanish completely. The fossilized remains of Paradolichopithecus often turn up in deposits indicating riverine or lakeside habitats. These were probably crucial gathering places where water, food, and social opportunities converged. The monkey's wide distribution across Eurasia implies it was highly successful and adaptable, capable of thriving in different climates and ecosystems. For millions of years, it survived through major climate oscillations in the Pliocene, adapting as temperature swung and landscapes transformed. But even the most successful species eventually face extinction. The last known representatives of the genus lived just before the beginning of the Ice Ages. As glaciers advanced and temperatures plummeted, the world that Paradolichopithecus knew disappeared. Climate change and increased competition from other species likely combined to drive it extinct. Its disappearance marked the end of a significant large primate presence in Europe that wouldn't return until much later. What remains now are bones scattered across museum collections and scientific papers. Fossils that tell the story of an unexpected diversity in prehistoric Eurasia. Paradolichopithecus represents a lineage that's now entirely extinct, an evolutionary experiment in terrestrial monkey life that ultimately failed. But failure in evolutionary terms doesn't mean insignificance. This creature succeeded for millions of years, spread across 2 continents, and left behind a fossil record that revolutionized our understanding of primate capabilities. It proved that the story of primate evolution isn't simple or linear. It's complex, full of radiations and extinctions, experiments and adaptations that we're still discovering and trying to understand. Every fossil adds another piece to that story, and Paradolichopithecus adds a crucial chapter about what was possible for primates outside Africa. This terrestrial monkey remains one of the most intriguing and enigmatic primates of the Old World. Its discovery continues to fascinate paleontologists and anyone who loves learning about the incredible diversity of life that came before us. In a time when we think we know Earth's history, creatures like Paradolichopithecus remind us that the past still holds countless surprises, waiting in layers of rock and sediment, ready to rewrite what we thought we knew about evolution, adaptation, and survival. If that blew your mind, smash the like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone who thinks modern baboons are impressive. Because millions of years ago, a monkey walked Europe like an ancient human and then vanished without a trace.